I love music, and I love video games, so I thought, why not make top 10 video game soundtracks? And then I thought, there's just so many, I love too many of them to make it just 10. So, get ready for my top 20 video game soundtracks. And as always, we start with the last place. Loser. Sorry. Number 20. Lego Island 2. Lego Island 2 is stupid. It's dated, full of bugs, and the PS1 version is impossible to get past the underwater stage. Despite this, it was one of my first video games ever, and its soundtrack has a very special place in my gamer's heart. It's goofy, and it sounds like a MIDI track, but I love it anyway. Number 19. Smite. Of the two MOBAs I've ever enjoyed, Smite is by far my favorite, though you'll find my second favorite higher up on this list. The soundtrack isn't that amazing, but the Japanese theme was the one that played during startup when I first played the game, and it still takes me back to that time when I was an adorable little noob. Number 18. Jetpack Joyride. It must have been quite a challenge writing music for a game as crazy as Jetpack Joyride, but the team definitely pulled it off. And yes, I'm including a mobile game. A game is a game, and it has a great soundtrack, and it belongs on this list. Number 17. Roller Coaster Tycoon. Here it is. This is as nostalgic as it gets for me. The very first game I ever owned. The title screen brings me way back. I could listen to this and stare at the menu for hours. Number 16. Rocket League. Now let's face it, Rocket League isn't exactly famous for its soundtrack. But, like Smite, the song that played during startup when I first played is hardwired into my brain. This song will always remind me of the excitement I felt way back in last year when I finally got the game.
Right here and now, we can try this again. If you're in, I'm in, I wanna see what I need to be free.
Number 15. Monument Valley. Quite possibly the most beautiful mobile game ever created. And it has a soundtrack to match. There's not much to be said, just listen to the beautiful tones. Okay, that's enough. Moving on. Number 14. Does Not Commute. The game was a very unique idea. Not everybody liked it, but then again, not everybody's cool. The music is a great mix of period-accurate sounds and the more modern stuff that the developers seem to love so much. Number 13. Robocraft. This game is a pale reflection of what it used to be, whether it was by making all their paying customers furious through many currency changes, or just the removal of the only good game mode. But this song is symbolic of the game Robocraft used to be, as it's no longer in the game. Just listening to this makes me wish I could go back. Number 12. Skyforce. I don't know why I love this song. It's just amazing. Yeah. Just listen. Number 11. The Room. A higher class of puzzle game. The room also combines elements of mystery and horror. That's where this amazing music comes from. It perfectly embodies the mood of the game, and oh my gosh, I just want to play the room again. Number 10, Leo's Fortune. If I told somebody from 2010 that a game about a green puffball who gets his gold stolen was one of the greatest mobile games of all time, they'd probably believe me, since mobile games have never really changed. Angry Birds. Either way, this game has an unexpectedly great soundtrack, especially this one. I love this game. Number 9, Portal. There's an overbearing sense of loneliness to the Portal soundtrack. You feel completely alone and left to fend for yourself in the world of Aperture. Well, GLaDOS isn't much help anyway. Number 8, Crash Bandicoot. Smell that? That's the smell of more nostalgia. Another of my first ever video games, this theme brings back so many memories. Like the boulder level. Oh god, the boulder level. Proudest moment of my life when I finally beat that sucker. Number 7, Trine. Everybody who hasn't yet heard of Trine is a sorry soul, and I pity them. It's probably the best of the modern platformers. Has support for up to 3-player multiplayer, and is one of the stupidest menus I've ever used. It also has a beautiful soundtrack. Number 6, Portal 2. Casey! I hear you thinking, well, why did you put Portal 2 above Portal? To that I say, it's less lonely and more technically, but the one you prefer is all up to personal preference. And Portal 2 is better in my opinion because of the dynamic music. Where the music changes slightly depending on what you're doing. Yeah, that's the stuff. Number 5, Super Mario Brothers. Outright screeching! Mario Brothers is not number 1, not even 2, 3, 4, but 5? Yeah, I know, it's a classic, and I do love it, but I love the top spots even more. Plus, I'm not old enough to feel nostalgic about it. Number 4, Terraria. I wish I could include every single track from this amazing soundtrack. Each song perfectly matches its respective biome, and it's got the perfect mix of 8-bit sounds and more modern samples. Number 3, Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Zelda themes have a history of being good, and there's nothing quite like the sounds the Super Nintendo could produce, so it's no surprise that the combination of the two would be amazing. Just wow. Number 2, Republique. Oh boy, this soundtrack is amazing. I can only point out a few examples, but you should really listen to the whole thing. The game has a very unique, dark tone, and this music matches it flawlessly. Who knew indies were capable of such wizardry? I knew. Before I start an angry protest by revealing the top spot, here are my honorable mentions. All mobile games for some reason. Number 1. Sonic the Hedgehog. Before being murdered in his sleep in 2006, Sonic was great. It was the answer to Mario Brothers that created its own unique type of platformer. I love this song so much. Especially this part. I've never owned a Sega system, but I've owned Sonic on both Xbox 360 and mobile, and this song is just the best. So there you have it, my top 20 video game soundtracks of all time. Be sure to like, subscribe if you like the video, because there'll be more where this is coming from, and let me know what you want me to do next. I'm trying to just throw everything at the wall right now to see what sticks, because I have 0 subscribers. Thanks guys. New ideas, fresh ideas, that's what I need. I'll see you in the next video.